So the day has come and time to open the unicycle. Unicycle's finally here. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this moment. Not just me, but a lot of you guys as well. Wanted to see what this looks like, so let's see whether this is legit. The one wheel! So a lot of people ask, where do you get a unicycle from? I just got mine from Shopee, which will explain why I had some doubts, but you can see how that turned out.
A few inches later.
First impressions, well, it does look legit, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. The wheel does look a bit smaller than I thought it would be, but we'll see how that pans out.
This is so hard. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
So we're out today finally to try out the unicycle. A lot of people here.
Really a lot.
We'll see how this goes, man. Just give me a try now.
Whoa, what kind of thing is this?
What about it is hard? The balancing.
No, I feel like I'm gonna slide back. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
opposite from you, where you slide forwards. Oh my gosh! Especially when you accelerate.
You need somehow making it look scarier than it is. Yeah, so what you want to do, right? The unicycle, right, can actually just take damages from the front and back because it's made of plastic. So you can just let the unicycle fall on the ground, so you don't have to be worried about that. But then after that, the next thing is, if you want to fall off the unicycle, you try to step off it, then you just took some damage. So like these parts are plastic, and the back part is also plastic. So it's meant to take fall damage, like front and back. So then all you got to do is step off the unicycle when you want to abort. So just take a quick step down and you can avoid getting injured.
Do you think you need to buy a bigger pole? Yeah, I feel that you need to buy a bigger pole.
Longer pole.
Yeah. Also, you mount it by like swinging it backwards to you.
So after 20 minutes of doing that, I think just getting used to the rotations and how to pedal forward into one full rotation. And I think grabbing the wall is just to get the feel of like how it feels like to go from A to B. So after trying that, I think I'll try to not rely on the wall so much, just to get a feel if I can go one rotation without the wall. And appropriately, I'm wearing my Akira Mainline shirt, which means like don't give up in Japanese. I wear that shirt every time I want to try something new that I can't do before to give myself a bit of like motivational boost.
It's not as easy as I thought. Respect to all unicyclists out there. Yeah. Respect.
Okay, I'm gonna try without the wall now and try to cycle out. So on day one, you're just trying to get used to getting on the unicycle. Here you can see me grabbing the seat as well because it's quite scary to release. So yeah, just trying to get a sense of the position on the unicycle. So that was about 1 hour of trying on the unicycle. I think it's not bad. What do you think? I think there's a little bit of a learning curve that you have to overcome.
Different from riding a bike.
Yeah, you got to put your weight down on the unicycle a bit more and you got to really pedal for it. It looks like you can coach yourself when you watch the videos, but when you get on it, it's like a totally different game altogether. Got to really put the weight down and start pedaling and look forward and get your balance all at the same time. But it was fun though. I think it's pretty addictive. What do you think?
Yeah. 2 unicycles doesn't equal a bicycle.
I think they were trying to say like if you get 2 unicycles and one person holds the other person's shoulder, does that mean you're on a bicycle? But anyway, I think it was fun. I can't wait to get back to it again. So stick around for day 2.
So hard.
Your dominantly hold it down for the day. day 2. We got Wayne and Denzel in the back. So we're gonna try to get some repetitions on this.
Can don't make it too fun. It's not very hard to get in.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay. This is commitment to its max.
What?
This is so hard.
What was it like before? What was it like before and what was it like after you got on it?
Before it looked hard. After it felt harder.
Just pedal, just pedal.
Yeah, I'm ready before. I cannot do it. I'm not going to fall. Oh shit.
What are you saying? You were not going to?
I didn't fall. I let go.
Nice.
Alright. Now you're telling him. Now he's even more camera conscious. Not videoing you at all, right? Don't worry.
Go, Denzel, go.
So some tips that I've been picking up and learning are to just learn to sit down and look straight. I think sometimes you just hunch your shoulders, which is natural, but I think looking straight will keep your back upright, and keeping your back upright will help you have better balance and control of the unicycle. And also learning to release the seat. You can see in some of the footage I'm holding on to the seat with one of my hands, but trying to release both hands to have a form of balance so that I can direct my body weight in whichever direction I want. So you can see that I'm doing better when my hands are free and looking a bit silly just trying to swim through the air, but that's a good form of balance. In the early stages, I found myself focusing on balancing, but actually the next tip would be to just keep pedaling and going forward. The momentum will actually help you stay on the unicycle, just like how you wouldn't want to stay stationary on a bicycle. So the next concept that actually helped me achieve a lot of distance was the idea of leaning depth. So what that means is trying to lean forward and have your wheels try to catch up with you every time you want to go forward. So you're always leaning forward and your wheel is always catching up with you. So that's the idea that you want to have when you're riding on a unicycle. So when I'm riding, I'm always trying to see whether I have some lean depth. So I'm trying to lean forward and the wheel is always trying to catch up with me. If you don't do that, then the wheel is going to shoot under you and you're going to be behind the wheel and you're not falling. So you're always trying to lean forward so that the wheel can catch up with you and maintain balance. I think the next tip to get further distance is to really have enough space to ride, and I think it's also a mental thing as much as a physical thing. So you want to have a lot of space so that you can mentally push through the distance that you want to achieve. And finally, jogging on the unicycle is a whole different ball game, which I will save for another video. But yeah, everything that I've learned in unicycling is pretty interesting, but jogging on it is totally different, where I'm thinking about balance, trying to throw the balls forward. So it's a much of a change for unicycling and a lot of change for juggling at the same time. So stay tuned for another video. With that, I hope you learned something new about the process of unicycling, and yeah, I hope it got you interested at least or curious about the hobby, and stay tuned for what I'm up to next.